This minimalist wants more. Enough-ism is the journey, a path to peace and joy. The world is full of distractions. Through mindfulness, we can find solace. You are enough with what you are and what you have right now, but so often we forget in our pursuit of more. So let us pause, be fully present, and appreciate the good in our lives and the good yet to come. Together, we can find Enough-ism. I'm your host, Reverend Yugen Bond, a retired material girl, author of Enough-ism, This Minimalist Wants More, a journalist, editor, and former professor and lecturer. This show explores mindfulness, meditation, and minimalism through conversations with people around the world about their journey towards Enough-ism. For more, visit IamEnough-ism.com. Enjoy the show. This guided meditation is meant to ground you quickly when anxiety and stress feel like they are overwhelming you. To begin, start by thinking of your thoughts like clouds in the sky. These thoughts float around, fly together. Perhaps they swirl around in circles. Perhaps they dart across your eyes back and forth. Perhaps they are still, sitting in the sky, just waiting for you to think about them. Acknowledge now, in this moment, you have complete control, and it is your choice to forget these thoughts just for a little while. These thoughts are not connected to you. These thoughts are not part of your identity or a personality trait. These thoughts do not define you. These thoughts are separate from who you are, and you have the power and the authority to tell the negative thoughts that now it is time to say goodbye to them. Now it is time to replace them with thoughts that serve you, with thoughts that lift you up, with thoughts that transition your current state of being from one that does not serve you, that does not bring you joy, that does not bring you contentment, to a new state. Together, let's transition into this new state, one thought at a time. Think of a time in your life. Think of a moment, the last time you remember being truly happy. Perhaps this moment only lasted a few seconds. Perhaps it was a brief, fleeting memory. Or perhaps this moment lasted a while, a day, a week, a month, several months, or even several years. Do not think about the circumstance behind the emotion. Instead, focus on the actual emotion itself. Right now, acknowledge to yourself that in between this very moment in time and the moment when you will take your very last breath, you will experience other moments just like this one throughout your life. You will experience other moments of joy and happiness. How these moments will come about, what will cause them, the ebbs and flows around the circumstances are not important at this time. What is important is that you take this moment to honor yourself and to respect yourself and to acknowledge that you have so many untapped, unfulfilled, untethered moments of joy, short and long, small and monumentous, that you will experience between now and your last breath. This is a beautiful realization, and it is a choice and a decision right now that you will seek these moments. You will choose to focus on these moments. And when you are in a circumstance or a situation or a moment, when you recognize next in your life a moment of joy is upon you, and you recognize in live time you are experiencing this emotion of joy, it is your responsibility, which you choose to accept now in this moment, to wallow in this joy, to breathe it in with every fiber of your being, to lap it up, to bask in its glow. To close out this meditation, acknowledge to yourself right now that life is nothing but an ocean. There are ups and there are downs. There are rises and there are falls. There is yin and there is yang. There is light and there is darkness, and there are moments in between where you are either falling and crashing down, or when you are up and up and up, rising to a beautiful moment. Acknowledge to yourself right now that every person on this earth, in this very moment in time, all of your ancestors, every person who has come before you, and every person who will come after you, is constantly living in this state of in-between emotions. For some, moments of peace linger throughout our lives, and we are able to find moments and strategies and tools, just like this guided meditation you're listening to right now, that can help you cope, manage, and strive to improve your life. In closing, acknowledge to yourself right now and choose to think about this thought whenever you need to come back to it. And this thought is, you are okay. You are enough. You have everything that you need right now. depending on your circumstance and your situation, for we do not know each other personally, but we know each other in this moment through the power of technology and the power of this podcast. Know that you are enough and that your life can and will improve. In closing, acknowledge to yourself that the greatest joy you can give yourself is the gift of expansion, the gift of growth. When you are too inward and you are too focused on bad energy and the wrong things and your problems and your challenges and the what ifs and the why nots, you are only coiling inwards. You are not expanding and growing and feeling the wind on your face and the rain on your skin and the sun on your face. You are not listening to the laughter in the world. Instead, you are focusing on the tears and the pain. Right now, acknowledge to yourself you have the power to flip this switch and let this meditation be what guides you and be what lights that spark between now and the very rest of your life. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to this guided meditation on the Enough-ism podcast. Feel free to return back to this meditation whenever you feel like you need it. You may realize this meditation sounds different in time. Sometimes you will pick parts out of it that might not have resonated with you before, and that is okay. For these meditations are all here to serve you and for you to take what you need from them at your own pace, on your own time. Thank you. Congratulations, you've reached the end of the Enough-ism podcast. Show some love if you'd like by subscribing and leaving a review. If you wish to support the show, you can download the Enough-ism ebook, now available on Amazon, by visiting IamEnough-ism.com. Make a Venmo donation if you'd like at Enough-ism. Questions or comments? Want to be a guest on the show? Drop me a note at enoughisompodcast@gmail.com. I'm Reverend Yugen Bond. Remember, we are all enough just the way we are. See you next time.